In a time of health-conscious eating, deli meats remain a mealtime favorite. Almost everyone loves a great-tasting sandwich or sausage hot off the grill. Today, the best deli meats are prepared from the leanest cuts. They have no trans fat. They're low in sodium and saturated fat and contain no fillers. Some companies prepare deli meats largely by hand to maintain that old-world tradition. Sausages begin as cuts of fresh meats in a grinder. The ground meat falls into a collection tub, which then deposits the meats into a mixer. Adding ice keeps the meats cold and fresh. A worker then adds salt and all-natural spices and seasonings. The mixer blends it all together. A worker feeds a natural sausage casing into a machine called a sausage linker that forms and links the sausages. A look inside the sausage linker reveals where the meat is pumped into the natural casing and shaped into the desired sausage size. As the sausages come out of the linker, they hook onto a conveyor system. They're ready to go into a smokehouse for cooking. Workers send the cooked sausages into an oven that destroys any possible surface bacteria. They pack the sausages into plastic bags, which are date stamped. Then a machine vacuum seals the packages, making them ready for the store. An olive loaf begins with a mixture of olives, pickles, and pimentos. Again, a worker adds salt and all-natural seasonings, mixing it together with blended fresh beef and pork. This stuffer machine fills loaf pans with the seasoned blended meats. Another worker puts a rack filled with uncooked olive loaves into a smokehouse oven. After an initial cooking that sets the loaf shape, he removes the loaves from the oven. At this time, only the exposed part of the loaves is browned. After he takes them out of the pans, they'll go back into the oven to brown on all sides. It takes about 10 hours to cook these special European-style loaves. Another worker loads pepperoni into a machine called a revolving horn. It stuffs a casing with the mixture of beef and pork, seasoned with Italian spices. The horn stuffs the casing with a precise amount of meat and seals both ends. The pepperoni is then hung up on a rack and taken into a smokehouse for cooking. Another worker prepares German bologna by slipping a natural beef casing onto a machine called a stuffing horn. He stuffs the casing with a mixture of beef and pork and all natural spices and seasonings. He seals the end of the casing with aluminum clips. Another worker, using a paddle with spikes, perforates the casing to allow air to escape during cooking, to ensure even cooking and browning. Now it's the German bologna's turn for a stay in the Using a guide, a worker slices the sausage into even cuts, which are then packed and date stamped. From authentic German bologna to all types of sausages and distinctive deli loaves, deli meats are served around the world.